All right, so I've decided to pull the trigger and buy the Rolex Explorer reference 114270. This is a watch that I've admired from a distance for a long time now. Now, if you've been following this channel, you've probably heard me talk about this watch, and if you're new here, you probably clicked on this video because you're also a big fan of the Explorer one. So I want to walk you through the buying process. I'm going to unbox this watch for you and then tell you why I think this is one of the coolest watches you can own. Before we get into it, I want to give a huge thank you to eBay for partnering with me by sponsoring this video. You know, buying a pre-owned luxury watch can be a pretty nerve-wracking experience. You're spending a good chunk of your hard-earned money and you want to buy something that you get to cherish for a long time, or maybe even an investment piece. You definitely want to make sure that whatever you're buying is authentic, and my biggest fear when I'm buying a watch online, especially a luxury watch, is that I'm going to end up with a fake. You know, I'm not really a watch expert, and to be honest, I probably couldn't tell the difference between an authentic Explorer and a really good replica. And that's why I was excited to buy this watch on eBay. eBay has always been a powerhouse in the luxury watch industry, but they've really changed the game with their authenticity guarantee. This program is available for any watch over $2,000 in the US, and it basically offers protections for the buyer and the seller at no additional cost. So here's how it works. When you buy a watch, before it gets shipped to you, it goes to an independent authenticator who verifies its authenticity before sending it along to you. So in other words, no matter who you actually bought the watch from, as long as you bought it through eBay and it meets the requirements of the authenticity guarantee program, you know, it could be from an independent seller or a little jewelry shop from the other side of the country, it's going to be authenticated. So I knew that I wanted the latest version of the Explorer 1 36mm, the 114270. So I went over to eBay and I searched for this reference number, and then I scrolled down and checked the authenticity guarantee box. So now all the listings had this little blue check mark, so they were all covered. I ended up choosing one with a Z serial number, so that indicates that it was produced in 2006 or 2007, which makes it one of the later serial numbers for this model. I bought this watch on November 11th. The next day, I got an email from eBay saying that it was shipped to the authenticator. On the 17th, I got another email from eBay saying that the watch was authenticated and that it would arrive at my door in 2 to 4 days. On the 19th, it arrived at my house, and here it is. Let's open it up, and then I'll talk about why I love this watch. I think the Explorer 1 could truly be a one-watch collection. It's not dressy, but you could definitely wear it with business casual, maybe even a suit, especially at the 36mm size. The design of this watch is so simple, it's one of the most understated Rolexes that you can buy. And I personally love the fact that it flies so far under the radar. Like, most people are not gonna notice this watch. They're not gonna say, ooh, that's a Rolex, like, you know, a two-tone Datejust or like a Submariner. But the people who do recognize it will almost certainly appreciate the functional aesthetic and the heritage as much as I do. The glossy black dial is clean, it features no complications or extra frills. Like some Oyster Perpetual models, the Explorer has an Arabic 369 indices. This kind of a functional detail that makes the time easier to read, and it just sets it apart from other Rolex models. The only other flourishes on this dial are the applied white gold indices and the Rolex logo at 12 o'clock, and of course the iconic Mercedes hour hand. The case is just 11mm thick, or just a hair over 11mm, so it's pretty thin. It'll slide under any shirt cuff, but it still has enough weight to let you know that it's there. The 44mm lug-to-lug distance and 20mm lug width give this watch a sporty appearance without sacrificing wearability on smaller wrists. And just for reference, my wrist is about 6¼ inches around, and I really think this is the perfect size. But if you have a slightly smaller wrist, like 6 inches, you could definitely wear this, although a 34mm Oyster Perpetual might be a better choice. And if you have larger wrists, I'd say all the way up to 7 inches, you can still wear this 36mm Explorer 1. Now, Explorer bracelets have changed a bit over the years, and this version, the 114270, has solid end links and hollow center links with polished edges and satin finished tops. I guess the older version of this watch had hollow end links, which some people really did not like. They said it was like too lightweight and jangly for a sporty watch. I've never worn that version, so I really can't compare, but I can say that this bracelet feels fantastic. It's definitely one of the more comfortable bracelets that I've worn on a watch, probably the most comfortable bracelet I've worn. This Explorer has a screw down crown giving it 100 meters water resistance, so you could definitely take it swimming. And it has some other features like shock resistance that make it a true sport watch true to its mountain climbing heritage. But to be honest, along with brand cachet and heritage, I mostly buy watches because of the way that they look. And I love the way that this one looks. It goes really well with my personal style. It's kind of understated, no frills, somewhat minimal, sometimes a little bit rugged, but never flashy. It's just such a simple and clean design. It's the epitome of function over form. And to me, this sort of functional, balanced dial is in a way more beautiful than more complicated or precious or elaborate timepieces. So whether you're a mountain climber who needs the durability, if you're a minimalist who just wants to own one watch, or like me, you like the idea of having a luxury watch that flies so far under the radar, I think the Explorer 1 is a great choice. Plus, while I don't recommend buying watches as investments unless you really know what you're doing, it's likely that this discontinued model is going to increase in value over time. You know, in my very limited experience buying and selling Rolexes, they pretty much hold their value, if not increase in value over time. So, you know, it's a pretty safe way to get into the luxury watch game because you can buy one, wear it for a little while, and then sell it and likely recover your money, if not make a little bit of profit. So I am totally psyched about this purchase. I'm looking forward to getting to know this watch and wearing it more over the coming weeks and months. I want to thank eBay again for partnering with me on this video. I think that their authenticity guarantee program is an amazing development for luxury watch buyers and sellers. And eBay is just a great place to buy a watch right now. So if you're in the market, definitely go check them out. If you have any questions for me, either about this purchasing process or about this specific model or really anything else, leave them down below in the comments section. Thank you as always for watching, and until next time, stay stylish.